Hi, my bows and bow ties. I want to welcome you back to another one of my, I guess, video, audio. I mean, I don't know what we want to call it. Anyway, yeah. So it's Thanksgiving, and I'm done with my festivities for today. It's about 7:58. I was originally going to put some flexi rods in. I'm sitting in my bathroom. I was going to put some flexi rods in and put on nothing other than a bonnet. But I decided not to. I just finished the previous recording. As you can see, I got my ponytail situation here. I think it's time for me to go ahead and surrender. But anyway, I wanted to talk about the vilification of Black women. I wanted to put this out a few days ago, and I just didn't have enough time. I was going to put a whole lot more time into it, but you know what? I figured let me just go ahead and just say what I need to say. It won't be the most eloquent, but I'm just going to say what I need to say. So first of all, what do I mean when I say there's this vilification of Black women? So I put the definition up there. To vilify means to speak or write about in an abusively disparaging manner. Now look, let me just say, there's a reason why I try to avoid some of these spheres, right? Because it's full of vitriol. It's just nasty. There's this weirdness going on right now against Black women, and I want to stop it. And actually, I would even say Black men too. Black men are catching some of it, but I'm speaking with a level of specificity, being that I am a Black woman. Okay, so I'm seeing this nastiness going on. Now you're probably wondering, what do you mean? What do you mean, Black opinionated woman? Let me tell you. So being that I'm now out here in these YouTube streets, I see a lot of people are wanting to discuss the whole Danny Lay situation and other situations. Um, I really don't even like pop news. I really don't even want to talk about that particular situation too much. But there was other conversations surrounding that type of thing, and when you listen to men and women, they say she shouldn't have done this, she shouldn't have done this. I don't know. I just feel like this. I'm going to talk to just I'm going to talk to Black women for a second. Stop feeding into people telling you that you're not worth anything. You have to stop feeding this. I'm going to speak to everybody who's doing it. We have to stop. The language is disgusting. Now, let me lean in for a second on my Black women. Oh, yeah, I'm calling out the Black women. So, when I say I'm calling out Black women, I am not here to call you a bad person. But this is what I am going to say. I have just two main points today. Number one, we have to start cutting the women in our community a little bit of slack, extending a little bit of grace. Okay? Because for so long we've had no one gatekeeping as far as what our sexuality should even look like. No one's really been gatekeeping the messaging in our music. No one's been gatekeeping our children being protected. I mean, women have tried. There's a lot that has been missing. And so there's a lot that has not been taught to men and women. We don't even know how to communicate to each other or with each other. So when we see our women, our young ladies out there making mistakes, sometimes, and look, and I'm going to say this for those who are believers, or those who believe in Jesus, whatever, we get extended so much grace all the time. And I kind of feel like it doesn't mean that we can't call out bad behavior or anything like that, but there's a way you do it. We do not have to talk to each other like we're trash. Much of what I'm seeing is a bunch of women almost trying to make themselves better. Now, I know this sounds like one gigantic virtue signal, right? Like, was it virtue signaling? I should have put the definition up there. But I mean, I just kind of feel like we're out here sorry, I'm sitting on the edge of my tub. We're up here, we're just going hard on women, like, and I get it. Look, women have made some silly mistakes. But even the way we talk about each other, we're calling each other baby mamas. No, this is a whole person. This is a woman. Because there are women out here who are single mothers who are not baby mamas. And I would say the same thing for some of the dads. They're not just a baby daddy. Things didn't work out. Maybe people got divorced. Maybe they really were just trifling. Maybe they started off immature, but then made some changes and now they're trying to be a better version of themselves, a better parent. I just kind of feel like, especially Black women, we're so hard on each other. We are so, I'm like, we have got to stop calling women names and treating them like trash. We've got to stop. It's just becoming too much. It's like we don't extend any grace. No grace. We don't extend any love. We don't say, hey, all right, this is what you did. All right, so let's how do we move forward? How do we, we don't show like, hey, you know what? But you're still loved, you're still supported, you're part of the community. What we do is we talk bad about them, we call them names, we ostracize them, we practically paint the scarlet letter on them and call them Hester friend. Like the shiggity is just getting out of control. This is the second thing here. I think we really need to examine why we are so hard on each other. Like I said, there's a difference between calling out something and then going in. Previously, I did a video on shade read drag. It started off with this light shading of each other. Then we want to read each other. Now we want to drag each other. I just feel like, as a whole, Black women are doing too much. So going back to what I said, it's like we talk so bad about Black women. We write about them. Like we do videos. And men are doing a lot of it right now. It's very misogynistic. It's like engaging in full-on misogyny. I mean, it's disgusting what's going on. And I would say we need to examine, why is it that we want to talk about not just a woman, but a Black woman in particular. Like I said, I like to lend a level of specificity. When we talk about Black women in a manner that it's gross. But it's even worse when it's coming from another Black woman, dogging out Black women. We have to stop. These women are harmful. They think that they're doing something, like it is the ultimate flex. And I think that when they take the time and they look back 2, 3, 5, 10 years down the road, whatever, they're going to find that much of what they're saying and what they're producing is not going to age well. Heck, I look at some of the stuff that I've created over the last couple of months and I'm like, I don't think I conveyed that cleanly. I sound like a ding dong. I don't think that's going to age well. But some of this stuff is so out there. We have to stop speaking and writing about Black women like they're trash. I don't know why we think that it is okay to treat each other like trash. We've got to stop. All right, so look, my kids are starting to make noise, and I don't like to have them involved in anything that I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this here. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you like it, just like it, and maybe you'll subscribe. All right, Black opinionated woman out.